In the aftermath of the accident, as the reality of my limited physical abilities sank in, the journey to recovery became an uncharted road. Every day brought new challenges, physical therapy sessions pushing my body to its limits, and moments of frustration that fueled an unyielding determination to regain control over my life. Reflecting on my childhood in East Texas, the duality of those early years lingered. The vivid memories of horseback rides and carefree swims in lakes clashed with the haunting specter of my mother's mental illness. The emotional and physical scars from that tumultuous period still echoed in my present, intertwining with the physical pain from the accident. The transformative power of college, once a beacon of hope, now carried the weight of unmet expectations. The vibrancy of the University of Texas, initially a source of inspiration, succumbed to the shadows of personal struggles. My academic decline mirrored the unraveling of my mental well-being, and the need for solace led me to question the very essence of existence. In those moments of existential crisis, I turned to the writings of Whitman and Thoreau, searching for spiritual grounding. The profound connection with nature that defined my early years in East Texas found resonance in their words. Yet, the fear of mortality persisted, prompting a journey into therapy to confront the ghosts of an abusive past. The therapist's unconventional prescription, running, unfolded into a powerful metaphor for reclaiming agency. Strapping on running shoes became a daily ritual, each step echoing a declaration of resilience. The rhythmic pounding of the pavement served as a cathartic release, an attempt to outrun not only the physical pain, but also the shadows of trauma. As the miles accumulated in preparation for the Austin 10K, running became more than a physical exercise. It evolved into a spiritual odyssey. The night before I ran that race, I started having these nightmares, which I don't talk about too often because it seems like time is already out of sync. But I felt something coming for me, so I was really tired, and I skipped coffee, and I always need coffee, and as I blew through the first light, it was yellow. The second one I looked up was red, but I didn't understand why a car was coming so fast. It was almost like they anticipated the light changing and knew that it would change, and we both hit each other at about 60 miles an hour. Immediately, I knew if something was wrong with my body. The pounding heartbeats mirrored the rhythm of self-discovery, an attempt to reconcile with the past and forge a path toward a future where control was not elusive, but a conscious choice. They put me on a board. The closest thing I could say to a prayer was, "God help me." In the midst of recovery, both physical and emotional, the collision that once shattered my sense of control now served as a catalyst for profound transformation. The journey continued, an unwavering stride toward healing, self-discovery, and the elusive embrace of control over one's destiny. The difficulty of conveying such a profound experience to those who hadn't lived it. The vivid memories of the angels, the light beings, and the overwhelming sense of love and peace became my internal compass, guiding me through the challenging process of recovery. As I lay in the ICU, hooked up to machines and surrounded by the sterile hum of medical equipment, I clung to the journal my grandmother had brought me. Desperately, I scribbled down every detail I could recall about the angels, fearing that the medication might erase the memory of that transformative journey beyond life. My attempts to share this revelation with those around me, especially my family, met mixed reactions. Nurses politely nodded, while my surgeon, hesitant to engage in conversations about the metaphysical, stepped back, leaving my inquiries unanswered. The gap between my newfound spiritual awareness and the skepticism of others widened, and I grappled with a sense of isolation. Despite my desire to share the profound truths I discovered, the limitations of human language and understanding became evident. My attempts to convey the expansiveness of consciousness and the unconditional love that enveloped me were met with skepticism and disbelief. My mother's question about seeing Jesus highlighted the difficulty in translating a personal spiritual experience into the language of established beliefs. As I navigated the rocky terrain of healing, I saw my relationships with family and friends shift. I started perceiving the insecurities, manipulations, and struggles that had always existed beneath the surface. A newfound sensitivity to the energy around me made it challenging to re-enter a world that often prioritized material concerns over spiritual insights. I attempted to bridge the gap between my transcendent encounter and the grounded reality, reaching out to my mother in an effort to share the positive transformations. Yet, the conversation quickly became a clash of belief systems, revealing the inherent challenge of translating an otherworldly experience into a language that resonates with those rooted in skepticism. Gradually, I withdrew, realizing the delicate nature of such revelations and the resistance they could provoke. The initial excitement of returning with a mission to spread love and understanding collided with the harsh reality of differing perspectives. The disconnect between my expanded consciousness and the limitations of human understanding underscored the loneliness that often accompanies profound spiritual awakenings. As I reflected on my journey back from the brink of death, I grappled with the dualities of existence, the boundless expanses of the spiritual realm, and the confinements of earthly reality. The mission assigned to me, to be a teacher rather than a lawyer, echoed in my mind, challenging the plans I had meticulously crafted for a conventional and financially secure future. In the aftermath of this transformative experience, I found myself caught between two worlds, yearning to share the profound truth I had glimpsed while grappling with the inherent difficulty of translating the ineffable into the language of the tangible. The road ahead seemed uncertain, a balance between the ethereal insights gained beyond life and the grounded challenges of navigating the intricacies of human relationships and societal expectations. In the aftermath of my near-death experience, life became a delicate dance between the magical and the mundane. The extended recovery period granted me the space to explore not only the physical intricacies of healing, but also the profound spiritual insights that had unfolded beyond life's veil. Imprisoned in a body cast, I embarked on a journey of self-discovery, delving into the wisdom of spiritual luminaries like Carlos Castaneda, Marianne Williamson, and Deepak Chopra. Despite the physical constraints, the world around me transformed into a canvas of wonder. Early morning walks, a ritual born out of necessity in the scorching summer, became encounters with neighbors and newfound connections. The elderly, intrigued by the girl with the body cast, became my unexpected cheerleaders, celebrating each tentative step toward recovery. Their stories intertwined with mine, weaving a tapestry of shared humanity, reminding me that the magic of connection could be found in the most unexpected places. As I gingerly navigated the physical and emotional terrain of healing, a metamorphosis occurred within me. The boundaries that once shielded me from the world began to dissolve, replaced by a profound openness and love for every facet of existence. The barriers I had meticulously constructed in response to a challenging childhood crumbled, and I found myself overflowing with love for every living being. The newfound telepathic connection and intimate understanding of others' thoughts and feelings allowed me to transcend the limitations of verbal communication. Walking down the street, I felt a deep concern for the well-being of those I encountered. Every person, every creature became a vessel of divine energy, and I reveled in the interconnectedness of all life. Lucid dreaming became a portal to further exploration of consciousness, a realm where the boundaries between the self and the infinite blurred. It was a period of accelerated growth, a swift integration of the profound truths gleaned from the other side. The dichotomy of the self-imposed isolation before the near-death experience and the newfound, boundless connection with the world highlighted the transformative power of such encounters. Returning to school and embracing the role of a teacher, I faced the challenge of translating my extraordinary journey into a relatable narrative for my students. Honesty became the foundation of our interactions as I shared my reluctance to be a teacher and the surreal circumstances that brought me to the classroom. The magic of those early teaching days lay in the genuine connections forged with students who, intrigued by my story, embarked on their own quests for understanding. Yet, as life unfolded, I grappled with the harsh realities of a world often clouded by fear and manipulation. The contrast between the unconditional love experienced beyond life and the complexities of human interactions became a poignant theme. While the spiritual realm offered simplicity, love, or fear, Life on this side of existence presented a myriad of challenges rooted in fear. Nature emerged as a healing balm, a timeless remedy for the soul. Isolation, introspection, and a reevaluation of life's priorities unfolded against the backdrop of natural landscapes. It became evident that the journey toward overcoming fear and embracing love often required a reconnection with nature, a recalibration of one's relationship with the world. As I navigated the intricacies of post-near-death experience life, the central message remained clear. Every soul has a unique awakening point. It could be a dream, a gift, or a realization that propels us toward a greater understanding of our interconnectedness. The essence of this awakening lies in the pursuit of joy, the commitment to alleviating suffering, and the acknowledgement that, on a quantum level, we are all connected. In sharing these reflections, my hope is that more individuals embrace the interconnectedness of all life, working collectively to ease suffering and cultivate a world where love prevails. The transformative power of near-death experiences, with their emphasis on a greater love awaiting beyond life, serves as a catalyst for a collective shift toward a more compassionate, harmonious existence.